tsunami.
All right, hey y'all, it's your girl Shay, and welcome to my first story time. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. I've been nervous for the last couple of days because I have so many stories and I didn't know which one I wanted to start with, so I kind of made my sister pick. So hopefully y'all like it. Hopefully, but it was kind of a crazy story. So this story is going to be when my stepsister, when we was younger, she fought her mom. I don't know anyone who ever actually fought their mom. And I'm not saying like kids is going around fighting their mom. But no, I mean like met up somewhere and squared up. So let me get into the story because y'all, stuff that happened to us was crazy sometimes. So my stepsister is 2 years younger than me. So at this time we was all teenagers. I was about, I want to say I was like 18, 19. Yeah, I was about 18, 19. So that put her into being 17, and my little sister and my stepbrother was like 16 because they're a year younger than her. So my stepsister's like, hey, like, I want to leave this place. I hate it over here. Like, she keeps threatening me. She takes my stuff. I don't do anything.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Which was a lie. Like, that girl was sneaking out the house. Whatever. And so she used to tell us all the crazy stuff she used to do over there. So it was just like, girl, stop the cat. My mom takes my stuff, da da da. Like, that's why I don't like being in the house. And I try to sneak out or leave when she's not here, or I invite my friends over because it's just depressing being over here. Like, she be threatening me and stuff because she gets mad because I don't want to do what she wants me to do when it comes to trying to lie. I don't want to feel like I'm being held back, and I don't want to feel like I can't do or accomplish things in life like anyone else because she's telling me I can't. And she's like, even though she's like, I know your mom's not my mom, but I look at her like my mom, and I have a better relationship with her because I can actually talk to her and I'm comfortable with talking to her. So I was just like, well, just, put my mom to the side and have that conversation with her, which my mom was like real cool about. So my mom was just like, yeah, if you want to move in or whatever, that's fine. I don't mind. We have an extra room. If your brother comes over, like, of course, y'all gonna have to share that room or whatever because I don't want him on my couch. But it is what it is. Like, if you want to and it's no problem, then fine. If your mom is really trying to kick you out, right? It was just crazy because I remember like him coming over. We like downstairs, like on some chill, like playing video games, eating, snacking, going out, just having fun, just doing dumb stuff as teenagers, like, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but we're finna go to Walmart and get snacks. Like, crazy stuff. So I remember one day he was like, you know what? I don't want to be over there either. I want to move in with y'all. So my mom was just like, okay, well, just like everyone else, you want to move right here, you got to get a job. Everyone else in this household has a job. You need to learn responsibility too because y'all didn't have that over there, which was cool because like my stepsister had a job. She worked at this restaurant. My sister worked at like Chuck E. Cheese or something, and then I was at Target. So that was my first job. We get him a job. I think that's when In-N-Out first came to Dallas or whatever. So the first In-N-Out that came into our area, we got him a job there. He was making good money. He was making more money than me, and I was kind of irritated, like, to be honest. But, he worked there. So we all had, like, beneficial job. Like, on weekend, we'll go hang out with my little sister, bring my little cousin there, because at that time, he was, like, 3 or whatever. And then, like, my job, I worked at Target. So it was just, like, I could bring whatever I want or get whatever we needed at the store on my way home or whatever. My stepsister worked at a restaurant, so if we wanted snacks or food and she'd get off or we go pick her up, boom, we got the snacks and food. And then my stepbrother worked at so if we wanted burgers, he had it. Like, we just went and go pick them up and then came back. So, everything was good, fine and dandy. And then I remember one day, like, because all of his friends, like, her friends was out there too, like, where they came from. Like, they was like, hell, like, if you know Dallas, we're more South Dallas. That doesn't matter. But um they're like more North Dallas, so they're more like McKinney, Plano, Frisco. Like that's where they came from. So all their friends was out there because that's where they grew up at. And so he'd be like, okay, well, I'm off this day. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. Shay, can you take me to the bus? I'm gonna pay you for gas. Just come back and pick me up around this time. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. I miss my friends. So we'd be like, okay. He's not a bad kid. He enrolled in school here. He'll go to school. So this is the part I play because I'm the big sister. My mom was at work and she has a house full of 4 teenagers. Like it was horrible for her probably because that's a lot of personalities as teenagers, right? So I will go drop him off in high school, come back, drop my stepsister off at her school, and then come home, relax for a little bit, and then go back and pick him up, pick her up, and then drop them off here, get ready for work, and go to work. Like, and it wasn't like an everyday thing, but it was like, I might not like, it wasn't an everyday thing when it came to like me having to pick them up because sometimes my mom would get him. But for the most part, I played a big role in helping out because I told my mom, like, I always felt like as the oldest, I needed to help out too. I'm in my room chilling. And for some unknown reason, I guess it's because I'm the oldest, but my room was the hangout spot. So everyone used to want to be in this small ass room. Yeah, if I showed you how big this room is, it's not that big. I'll say like that. So me having a big ass bed and then having like 3 other people laying out on my floor, or us watching a movie or something, it's not that much space. Especially back then. I don't even think I have a picture of how my room was laid out back then. But I ain't had no space. And I remember it was me and my 2 younger siblings, my 2 younger sisters, all in here or whatever. And I remember my stepsister, we're gonna call her Mimi for right now. So Mimi looks at me and she's like, hey, my brother's not gonna make it to the train yard or whatever. And I was like, what you talking about? She was like, yeah, he went out there to visit his friends and mom or whatever because he missed them or whatever and went to see our little sister because they had a little sister. And he was like, but him and her got into it. She didn't want to take him to the train stop, so he's going to miss the train to get back here. Can we go get him? And I was just like, where is he at? She's like, well, the train stopped, so he's somewhere between Plano and Richardson or something like that. I can't remember. It was somewhere out there in Plano or something. So I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, they got into it. My mom was like, yeah, you're a minor. You have a curfew. You can't be on a train that late, this, that, and a third. So I'm going to kick you out my car. I'm going to take you. You're going to get out my car and I'm going to kick you out, basically. And then I'm going to call the police so they can come get you because you're a minor and you're not supposed to be out. Which, again, when we was younger, we was close. So I was just like, what? So my sister's like, oh my gosh, she's trying to get him to go to jail. Like, that's crazy. And I was just like, well, we already knew your mom was kind of off the hinge a little bit anyway. But, I was just like, so where's he at now? Like, did you talk to him? She's like, yeah, he's at the train stop, but he's hiding because mom called and now the police is like driving around the area trying to figure out where he went. So I was just like, okay, just let him know we're on our way. Now back then my car didn't use that much gas, but I didn't have no gas in my car. So I had told my mom. We woke them up. We was like, yo, like, he's out there by himself. Their mom is trying to like get him caught up with the police. She's doing this, that, and the third. My stepsister's on the phone with him. She's just like, where's my phone at? So she's just like this. She's like, I got stuff all over my phone. But she's like, yeah, like he is over here at this place right here. Like, yeah, he's at this stop. Like he just sent me his location. He told me he was right here at this stop. Like right here. So we're like, okay, mom, is it cool if I drive your car? Because I know you got gas in it. I ain't got gas in mine, and I ain't finna use my gas for him. Plano is a long drive for me. That was like a good hour. I wasn't finna do that. So she was like, okay, don't mess up my car. Drive it there. Come back. Just leave it in the front, because by the time y'all get back, I'm probably gonna have to go to work. So y'all, at this time, by the time we got in the car and started headed out that way, it was probably like 12 o'clock. It was late. Like it wasn't like no 9 o'clock. Like he was out there for a while. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, my phone died. I had to charge it. Like he was going through it. So we was like, we're on our way. You better not fucking leave. Cause like if we get out there, we can't find you. We're gonna have bigger issues. So mom's like, when y'all get out there, just let me know, and then let me know what happens, and then come back. Like basically, because that's her concern. And I know some of y'all thinking like, why didn't your parents go? We didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like we was thinking like, oh my gosh, their mom's doing some crazy stuff again. Let's go get my brother. Like that's what we was thinking, and that is not what happened. Y'all, we drove all the way out there for about 50 minutes. Found him at the stop. And then we was like, yo, like get in the car. He looks like he's scared. Like, and I don't mean like scared, like, like super frightened, but he looks real worried. And he's just like, yo, like, I don't know what her problem was. She got mad at me and was talking about how I left and this, and that. And I was just like, look at how you're acting. Like, why would I want to be in this type of environment? Like, it's like negative. Like, I'd rather be out there with her. She doesn't treat us like this. And she was just talking bad about basically got mad at my mom, and was talking bad about her because, she was just a hater. She didn't like the fact that her kids liked my mama. So then it was like, okay, cool. Like, just, like, get in the car. Let's go. It's late. It's like, let's go. Which wasn't a bad thing because, like, even at that age, when you're young, you'd be like, oh, it's nighttime and we're out and it's 2 a.m. But it's just like, dude, like, we're out at 2 a.m. and your mama's tripping and she trying to call the police. And my attitude at that time was bad. Like, that's when my attitude started getting worse. And that's just because of, like, years before then of just going through shit. So I was telling my stepsister, like, we gotta go. Because I don't feel like fighting your mama. And I'm of age. So, yeah, we gotta go. So we're trying to hurry up and get in the car. Why this woman pulls up, stops us in front of the... Why my phone feel weird? Okay, pulls up in front of the car and is like, nah, he going to jail. He going to jail. Get him out that car. He don't need to leave. He's a minor. Get him out the car. He going to jail. And we're just like, bro, like, get the hell out the way. What is your problem? So now my stepsister, because me and my sister try not to disrespect this woman. But there's no way that I'm going to fight you, and then my little sister and then your kids ain't going to jump in. Like, there ain't no way. And you came up here by yourself? Girl. And I think we recorded it, but it was so long ago that I don't even have that footage, because I think it was on my sister's phone. Y'all. My stepsister got out that car and was like, what is your problem? Like, that is your son and you over here doing this, that, and the third. Like, you should have just let him come back. You didn't have to worry about him. And then so she's in her face. Why did her mom have keys, like, in her hand? Like, pretend these are keys, right? She had it like this. So she swung like this and stabbed her in the face. And it wasn't like a stab, but it was like a stab scrape. So my stepsister had like these scars on her face. Her face was bleeding. So, and her mom can't fight no way. I don't care what anyone say. That woman cannot fight. So you just see her like bend down, wipe her face, and she was just like, you bitch. And then just goes over there and it's just wah, 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 wah. Squaring up with her mama, y'all. I ain't never seen someone fight their mama like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I see, like, my sister get grabbed by my mom and, pulled around because my sister used to talk a whole bunch of shit growing up. Or, like, I've seen, like, my cousins get, like, dragged around because they was talking shit. But, like, fist fight? Y'all, like, I seen this woman swing the keys. And my stepsister, like, turned her head, wiped her face, saw that blood, and it just went, like, ape shit mode. Like, her face went blank, and it's just, like, she didn't remember shit. Like, she blacked out. She forgot that was her mama. And my stepsister used to fight all the time. She might not win on her fights, but there was no way she wasn't gonna fight your ass. And that's because growing up, she used to say crazy stuff to us. And especially like my little sister. My little sister never played that. So like when my little sister be like, you do that one more time, I'm gonna fight you. Like I'm gonna hit you. And she'd be like, no, you're not. She'd be like, do it. And she'll do it. And then next thing you know, my sister hit her in her face and she'd be crying. And then it'd be like, me too, you gotta stand up for yourself. Because if you're gonna do some shit and you knew the consequences, you gotta be able to stand up for yourself. So when that happened and that lady hit her in her face, and my stepsister's 17 at the time, y'all. My sister it wasn't even legal yet. Boy, my stepsister turned around and was just like, bink, 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 bink. And we're like, I'm trying to get her away from her mom because at this point, her mom is like, yo, I ain't never seen no grown up fight like that. Like, that threw me off. And then it started making sense while my mom was just like, yeah, I used to drag her. Mama gonna be like, why you making it sound like I'm mean? You're not mean, but you used to drag her because that lady couldn't fight. So I just remember I have deodorant on, so if you see white streaks on my shirt, that's what it is. But I mean, my stepsister's like, wop, 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 wop. And this lady's like swinging. Like this. So my stepsister is tagging her, y'all. My stepsister is tagging her. Mimi was wop, wop. Like, it happened so fast. And so now this lady is like bent down on like damn near on the ground trying to shield herself. We're trying to grab Mimi off of mama. You know, my stepbrother was over here recording just in case that lady tried to lie on me and my sister and say we jumped in, or try to say that Mimi assaulted her first and was trying to press charges. We had evidence. That woman went over there and swung on my sister, and in self-defense, she had to fight her. So her mom was over there crying because my stepsister messed that lady face up, and she's yellow complected. You know, she's light. So you've seen everything that my sister did on her, and my sister's was slightly darker than me, which I'll show. I might not show that picture of her, but no, I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all an oval one, and then if you can tell, you can, and if you can, you can't. Like, it is what it is. But y'all, so we get in the car. We are hyped. Because that was a lot of adrenaline, bro. Like, I can't say it because going through her body, we get in the car. Everyone's hyped. She don't feel her scratch right now. She knew she had one. She didn't know how bad it was. And it was bad. Like, it cut deep. Like, you can see, like, the pink meat. Like, she scraped her skin off. And it was like a hunk of it out. But she didn't know. So we're in the car. She's hyped. We're calling our parents. We're like, yo, like, we're on the way back. Mimi fought her mama, by the way. So, and we don't know what's going to happen because her mom said something about calling the police. Oh, no. Let me go back. Yeah, let me go back. So, after my stepbrother recorded everything, either her sister was in the car. Someone was in that car. No, she came by herself. So after my stepsister fought her or whatever, and we got her off of her, so we're trying to separate them and calm them down because she got scratched by the keys. This lady calls the police, which they're Plano police, Bikini police, anywhere up North Dallas, they don't play. And they come real fast. I'm from the South, where all kinds of crazy stuff happen down here. In South Dallas. Like the hood places. Like, I'm used to those type of police officers, you know, or like suburban police officers down here or whatever. It just depends on the situation, but that's neither here nor there. But up there with them uppity people, man, them police officers was there in 2.3 seconds. I mean, you blinked and turned and they were right there pulling up into that parking lot at the train station. So now the police is like, okay, we need report, da 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 da. Her mom is like, she assaulted me. I want her to press charges. I want her to go to jail. Yada 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 yada. So now you have a bunch of teenagers. And then a mama. Well, not they mom, but you know, the other two mama over there. And we're going back and forth. So now we have to sit here. We had to sit here and talk to the police, y'all. That's what it was. We had to sit there and talk to the police. And because her mama kept trying to walk over there and get in our face when we were telling the police, no, like we came up here to get him because she wouldn't take him to the bus stop to come back home with us. Like he has work tomorrow, he has school tomorrow. Like we're just trying to get him back home because she kicked him out. And if we need to, we will call our parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and she's like, no, 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 no. And then she tried to lie on me and said I fought her. And I was just like, we know that didn't happen because I'm bigger than you too. And then if you couldn't fight your daughter, there is no way you fight me. Because I will fight you. You will still be on that floor. I will tuck you underneath your car. But we're not gonna talk about that. So then I'm just like, dude, like, come on now. Like, we're trying to go. Now at this time, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. We left at like 12. Now it's 2 o'clock because they done fought, tussled, rolled all over the ground, whatever the case. Now we talking police. And the police is just like, okay. Like, y'all came up here to get him. Okay, cool. Y'all go. You know, this, that, and the third. You know, Missy's like, yeah, you know, she gave her statement or whatever to the police with the number or whatever. So if they need to talk to her, they can. You messed up. Because you try to fight a bunch of teenagers. Thought you was going to get away with it because you're used to lying your way out of certain situations. And it didn't happen. So we're on the way home. We geeked. We hyped. We're like, hey, Mimi whooped her mama. Her mama gonna learn a lesson today. She can get it tomorrow. Like, you know, we hype. We teenagers. Like, we doing what teenagers do. We hyping this whole situation of that just happened, right? And then, like, we turn around and we're like, dang, we gotta tell our parents. So I call, of course I'm the oldest, so I call mom. I'm like, hey, we're on our way back. Missy for her mom. Mimi's for her mom. Like, because I'm the oldest, I had to call. So, you know. Hey, mom. We're coming back. Oh, yeah, Mimi for her mama, too. Mm-hmm. So, y'all, my mom was like one of them early birds because she had to go work super early. So, my mom was finna wake up anyway, like in another hour or so. But now I know my mom is sitting up in her bed like, what do you mean? Mimi for her mama? And I was just like, no, like, she fought her mama. It wasn't no, like, she fought her. Like, it was like, she fought her. And I'm just like, nah, mom, like, you know, like Mimi fought her mom. Like, we have it on recording. And so she's like, And so you hear her, like, you can hear her, like, shaking. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You know Mimi fought, like, her mom. Like, get up. Like, they on their way back. But, hold on. And you hear, Are you serious? Where y'all at? So we're like, oh, my God, we're on 75 right now. Like, we're driving down 75. Now, since it's like 2 in the morning, there ain't no one on the street, you know? So I'm, like, basically speeding down this highway. Safely. But I'm just like, yeah. So don't think I'm just on my phone. I'm just on my phone right now. But it was like speakerphone up to ear like this. And then my sister's in the car holding it for me because I'm driving. So it's like, yeah. We're almost home. We're going to tell you about it. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, we went up there. Like, you know, we over-exaggerating. We're kids. So we're like, oh, my God, we went up there to get him. And then the mom came up there and was like, what? And she scratched Missy in the face with keys. So then we're over here like, And then she got squared up and got whooped. And she was like, And Missy just like, wop. And then the police came. And the mom was like, hold on. The police came. Please tell me y'all didn't get no ticket. And I was like, no. The police came. And they arrested her because she wouldn't shut up or get away from it. She kept trying to come over there and attack us. So the police eventually arrested her. But we don't know if they arrested her, or if they just put her in custody in the back of the car just to calm her down because she wouldn't stop coming over there with us. And there was like 4 of us. So she was going to get whooped again in front of the police. So then my mom's like, I can just hear in her voice, like, she's like, what the fuck? So she's like, when y'all get here, I'm gonna need y'all to tell us a play-by-play of what happened when y'all get here. We're like, all right, bet. Give us 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So it wasn't 10 minutes. We was probably like a good 15 minutes away. But neither here nor there. So yeah, we get back here. So we're still hyped. We're loud as hell. We walk through the door. Oh shit, Warstar. Like, I don't even know if Warstar was a thing. It probably was. It wasn't as big as it is now though. But we were like, oh my god, she snatched her wig off. No, she didn't. But now her mom had like this curly like micro braids or whatever. But there was like 3 or 4 of them on the ground once my sister was done. So some of them did fall off. Plus her mom was already losing braids and hair anyway because her mom had really thin hair. But you crazy for fighting someone and having your hair loose. You should put in ponytail. But that was your fault. So now you're going to have bald spots. So then we're coming in there and we're just like, Mom. And all 4 of us. Like, can you imagine having a king-size bed? And then you have 4 grown kids on the foot of your bed all circled you. So, like, we're making this big-ass circle, basically. We're just like, no, this what happened, and da-da-da-da-da. And then she did that. And then Misa went over there and was like, what? And then her mom was like, meow. And then da-da-da-da-da. And then we showed her the video. And my mom's just like, wow. So my mom has like a smirk on her face, right? But my mom is she tries to be fair and not like, what's the word? She tries to make sense and be more logical depending on the situation. So my mom she has a smirk on her face because of course my mom does not like this lady, right? But my mom is also like, she should feel some type of way because she fought her daughter. Like, she fist fought her daughter. And then try to get her daughter put in jail because she fought her. And she started it. My mom's like, for her to attack you, she deserves what she got because she attacked you. And then she was just like, I'm glad she didn't do nothing to my kids as well. Not saying, about them, but she was just like, I know my daughters can handle themselves, but then I would have had to even step in even more because I am their parent. She's like, but it's sad for her to be your parent and then she fought you and then tried to lie to the police and get you put in jail. She's like, that's crazy. And then she's like, and then all y'all being teenagers too. So she's like, that woman's a grown adult. Now, at this time, us being teenagers, I know she was a teen mom with my step sibling, so she had to be in her late 30s. Mid 30s. Ish. She was about in her mid 30s. Because my mom, okay, yeah. So she was like in her mid 30s. So, and my mom just sitting there and she was just like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's really sad. And we're just like, yeah, it was crazy. And her dad's just over there laughing because he found this so fucking like humorous, right? So he's just like, with this, he's just laughing. He was just like, that's what she get. I should just left you alone. I don't understand why she just didn't let him get in the car with y'all. She didn't want him over there anyway, so she should just let you leave. And he was like, I tried to tell her that, and then she turned and looked at me, and then my sister was just like, you're not, you fight her, you gonna fight me too. And I think she knew that, because she looked at me like she wants to fight me, and me and my little sister standing right next to each other, staring at her like, we wish you would. Like, we're not your daughter. She held back. We're not gonna hold back. Eventually everything went back to normal. My stepsister now has a relationship with her mom, and don't get me wrong, she didn't forget nothing. She still talks to my mom and still calls my mom mom. Just like she looks at us, she does not call us her stepsister. She calls us her sisters. I only say stepsister because in this story, it makes more sense for y'all to know how everything went and played out. but she still has somewhat of a relationship with her mom. Over the years, it gets better, but she hasn't forgot how her mom is and who her mom is in that process. Because her mom be on some flaky stuff and she knows it. So, it's like one of those, like, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It's like that. So, like, depending on what the situation is, she'll go to my mom before she goes to her own mom. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My nose itch so bad. But it's one of those situations. And that is really sad. Oh, yeah, y'all. So that's the end of that story time. I am going to probably charge my camera and I might start editing it so I can go ahead and post it since it's overdue. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, bye.